Hello everyone, my name is Christine. I'm one of your Vaughan Fitness instructors. I'm going to take you through a gentle Pilates workout today. You'll just need a mat and maybe a towel, especially if you have any issues with your neck or your hips. And it's going to be a 5-minute warm-up, going to be a 5-minute stretch at the end, and you can modify. I'll give you multiple options, so you can modify and use whatever option works for you. Okay? We're going to get started. As we get started, we're going to lay down on our backs. As you come down on your back, you're going to focus on your posture and your breathing. So we're going to be taking a big deep breath in, and in Pilates we breathe deeply in through your nose, we exhale out through your mouth, and with each one of those exhalations we're going to be squeezing the 5 sets of muscles that run from your pelvis to your breastbone to start. So a big deep breath in, exhale, we'll squeeze just where your pelvis is, and then we'll release with your inhale. And then again, big deep breath in, exhaling, squeezing the pelvis, and then just above your pelvis, and then release that on your inhale. Next, big deep breath in, exhaling, squeezing the pelvis, just above the pelvis and the belly button to the spine, and then we'll release that on your inhale. Next, big deep breath in, exhaling, squeezing the pelvis, just above the pelvis, the belly button to the spine, and then just above the belly button, and then releasing that on your inhale. And then big deep breath in. This time we're going to squeeze all the way from the pelvis right up to your breastbone, and then release that on your inhale. As we focus on bouncing off your body, we're going to bounce off your feet, your hips, your shoulders, your hands, and we're going to relax your hands as we start to warm up your body. So we're going to draw your left foot in the air. As we do that, we're going to gently circle your ankle. Now we can start to drop that left foot if you wish. If you have a back issue, we're going to keep your knee bent. And if you don't have a back issue and you want it a little bit more challenging, you're going to drop a straight leg. And then once we reach the point where you can feel some tension in your lower abdominals, we're going to reverse the direction on the ankle circle and slowly draw the foot back up to start. Once the foot reaches the top, we're going to release and switch feet. So that right foot will come in the air. We'll slowly circle that ankle, warming it up. Maybe you'll start to drop the foot if that works for you. We'll bend the knee if you can feel it in your back. We'll keep the legs straight if you want a challenge and can't feel it in your back. Once we feel that tension build in the lower abdominals, we're going to reverse the direction on that ankle circle and slowly draw that foot back up to start. As we reach the top, we're going to release that right foot back on the mat, and we're going to focus on your left foot again. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to flex your left foot, and we're going to push that heel away, and then bring it back in, and then push away, and bring it back in. If you'd like these heel slides a little more challenging, you can leave that heel off the ground. And we're going to be here for about 10 more seconds. And then we're going to be switching sides. And then as we release, we'll place that foot back on the mat and switch. So drawing that heel away, bringing it back in. As we warm up the legs, warm up the hips. And we've got about 10 seconds here. And then as we release that foot back on the mat, we're going to balance off your feet and focus on the knees. So we're going to drop one knee open to the side and then bring it back to center. We're going to keep our core nice and tight here. And we're going to exhale as the knee comes open. And we can inhale as it draws back to center. So we're opening up the hips, warming up our inner and outer thighs. And we're here for 5. And 4, 3, great work, and 2, and last 1. Now let's draw back to center and switch. So I want to try to exhale as we open, inhale as we close. Great work. And we're going to do 5 more here. And 5, 4, 3, this time, as we draw back to center with those knees, we're going to be focusing on your belly button. So we're going to pretend there's an imaginary marble in your belly button. We're going to send that marble towards your ribs with an exhale, and then we're going to draw it back into the belly button. So we're feeling a massage right through the sacrum, right through the lower back. And we're warming up through the pelvis. We want to keep that breath flowing. So ideally you're exhaling as you draw the marble towards the ribs, and then inhaling as it comes back in towards the belly button. And we're here for 5. And 4, 3, 2. And then on your last one, let's draw our spine back to neutral, and our belly button's going to turn into a bullseye. Now we're going to try to circle your hips around your belly button bullseye in one direction. And then as we draw back to center, we'll head in the other direction. And then this time, as we draw back to center, we're going to go back to our neutral spine, and we're going to draw our arms in the air, and we're going to gently rotate our wrists externally. And then as we draw back to center, we can reverse direction on that rotation. And then this time, as we draw back to center, our palms are going to face our shoulders. We're going to drop our hands on our shoulders and then open up the arms. So we're warming up through the biceps, through the elbows, keeping your breath flowing. We can exhale as we touch our shoulders. We can inhale as we release. Our hands are going to remain on our shoulders in 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and now the hands will stay on our shoulders, and we're going to gently rotate our elbows and our shoulders. So you want to feel this rotation deeply into your shoulder sockets, so warming up those shoulders for our practice today. And then as we draw back to center, we're going to relax our hands to the sides with our palms down, and we're going to gently shake our head no, just so we can get rid of any tension you might be harboring in your neck. As we draw our head back to center, we're going to get started, okay? So I'm going to ask you to slowly draw your left knee in the air, and we're going to extend that leg. As you do, we're going to start to externally circle that leg. Now, we want to focus right on our hip. So if you notice your ankle's moving or your knee is moving, we want to lock those down and focus only on the hip. You're going to make that circle as large as your body will let it, but still with control. Now, if you need this more challenging, you can pick up your opposite foot. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now as we draw back to center, we're going to switch feet. So we're doing an external circle right from the hip, feeling it deep in those lower abdominals. If you're looking for more, we're going to pick up that opposite foot. So the less contact we have with the mat, the more challenging this is going to feel. We're here for 4, and 3, 2, last one. Now on that last one, we're going to switch again, okay? Now we're going to internally circle on that left side. Lifting that opposite foot makes it more challenging, so if it works for you, do it. We want to feel this deep in the abs, not in the back. And we're here for 3, and 2. Last one, draw back to center and switch. Internal circle. Great. Keep that coming. Lifting the foot if you dare. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. On that last one, we can drop our left foot, drop our right foot, and we're going to draw our legs together now. We're going to take our hands now, and we're going to draw them behind our head, gently clasping the fingers behind the head. Now, I want you to relax your neck for this one, but keep some tension in your inner thighs with your legs drawn together. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to start to squeeze those pelvic muscles that we did during our warm-up. And if you don't have a neck issue, you can try to lift your head, maybe even your shoulder blades, but we're gazing towards the ceiling. And then we're going to release. So our breath is exhaling and then inhaling. Now, if you don't want to lift your head because there's too much tension in your neck, that's fine. Just do those pelvic squeezes from the pelvis right up to the breastbone. We want to exhale as we squeeze. We want to inhale as we release. We also want to keep our elbows nice and wide. And we're here for 6 and 5. Great work. And 4. 3. Notice we're nice and smooth on the way down. And last one's coming right now. And now let's release that. As we release it, we're going to draw that left leg back in the air again, pointing the toes, circling from the hips. So we're going back to the beginning. Looking for more, that opposite foot comes up. We're really focusing on that circle coming from the hip, not from the knee or the ankle. And we're here for 5. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Now let's switch legs. So we want to really focus on that form before we increase the size of the circle. You want to keep your breath flowing, really locking that belly button into your spine. And we're here for 5. And 4, 3, you should likely start to feel this now. 2, last one, and release. Now we're going to switch, but we're going to reverse that circle. So these Pilates leg circles really get deep in those lower abdominals. Breath is flowing for 5. Lifting that opposite foot for more if we need to. And 2 more here. Last one. And switch. Internal circle, opposite side. Great work. Keep it coming. You can feel that tension build, which means we're working hard. And 4 here. 3, 2. Last one as we release. Let's drop both our left foot, right foot. Glue the legs back together again. Send our hands behind our head. And here we go. Inhale. Exhale. We're squeezing the pelvic floor all the way to the breastbone. Maybe we're lifting up. So we want to feel this tension in our inner thighs, in our pelvic floor, all the way up into our upper abs. But if we don't feel it there and we feel it in our neck, the head stays down. And we just do those squeezes, okay? So I'm just doing those squeezes right now. And we're here for 6. Relaxing the neck, wide elbows. And 4 to go. 3, 2, we're almost there. Last one. On that last one, as our head comes down, we're going to take a full body stretch. So we can lengthen those fibers that we just worked. And then as we release that, we're going to bend through our knees and we're going to make our way into a seated position. So I've got a couple ways you can do that. So if you need help, you're going to take your hands at your sides and you're going to try to help yourself up. If you don't need help, the arms can come in the air, okay? Or they can even come behind the head. So you pick what works for you. So we're going to inhale, exhale, and slowly draw up. As we come into a seated position, I'm going to invite you to take some water if you need it as we transition. And we're going to sit nice and tall on the bony part of our butt, so our sits bones, okay? We're going to draw our knees up if that works for you. It should help on your back, okay? And if neither of those positions works for you, you can cross your legs, okay? So as we sit nice and tall through the spine, we're going to inhale, place both of our hands underneath our shoulders, and draw our belly button into our spine. You can stay right here if that works for you. If you're looking for more, you're going to lift one foot, maybe the other, and maybe one or both arms. And we're going to hold and breathe. Nice tall chest, relaxing your shoulders. And we're here for 5. You feel this in your lower back. Drop your feet. 3, 2, last one. And slowly release. Now give yourself a hug at your knees for a job well done. And now we're going to sit tall again. As we sit tall, we're going to leave our arms out. We're going to come across our body. Across our body. Great, so we're reaching to the opposite side so we can work those side abdominals, those oblique muscles. We can exhale as we do the reach. Inhale as we do the release. And if I'm going too quickly for you, then by all means, slow it down for yourself. Go at your own pace. And we got 4 here. And 4. 3, great work. 2. Last one. On that last one, let's gently roll our shoulders, drop our hands beneath our shoulders, and go back to that first move, that boat move. So you can stay right here with the feet connected to the ground. You can lift one. You can lift the other. You can lift one or both arms. And breathe. So check in with your back on this one. We're here for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Slowly release. Give yourself a hug. And now we're going to go back to that reach. Remember, the position of the legs is up to you, whatever's comfortable. Feel those side abdominals. Great work. And we're here for 6, 5, 4, great, 3, 2, and last one. On that last one, you're going to grab more water if you need it, and you're going to join me onto one side. So as you come onto one side, I want you to think about something. If you have any issues with your shoulder, you can make your hand your pillow, okay? But if you don't, you're going to drop your elbow directly beneath your shoulder, and we're going to come into a position where your knees are at right angles. If you can feel that bottom hip, be sure to tuck that towel underneath the hip, okay? We're going to place your hand on your outer thigh right now, and we're going to be opening and closing the knees. Your toes are connected. To make it a little easier, to make it harder, your toes can release as long as you can control the movement. If you'd like even more, you want to press your hand into that outer thigh as you do your clam shell. And this is a great bone builder for your hips. So if you have osteoporosis in your hips, this is a great exercise. Ideally, you're exhaling open, inhaling closed. And we're here for 4. And 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Now we're going to take that top leg, we're going to extend it behind us, so we're opening up our hip. We're going to reach with our top arm, and we're going to connect our elbow to our knee. So the bigger we make this exercise, the more challenging it'll be. So we should feel those side abdominals working hard. Feel any discomfort in that lower shoulder, please make sure you make your arm your pillow instead. We're here for 4. And 3, 2, last one. Let's reconnect those knees and then open and close. So check in with that lower hip. Disconnect the toes if you want a little bit more. Create a little bit extra tension on that outer thigh. If you can't feel that outer thigh, that glute medius, we're here for 5. And 4. Great. 3. And 2. Last one, releasing the knees, extending the top arm, the top leg, and then connecting that elbow towards that knee. Feeling those side abdominals. Great work. Beautiful. And holding strong for 5 more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And now we have to switch. So as we sit up, we're going to transition to the other side. Checking in with that lower shoulder, making sure that if it's bothering you, you turn that pillow arm into the pillow. So right angles on the knees as a reminder, hands on the outer thigh. We're opening and we're closing, toes connected to make it easier, toes disconnected to make it harder. Creating the right amount of tension for you. Exhaling open, inhaling closed. And we're here for 5. And 4. Great work. 3, 2. Last one as the knees come together. We're going to reach. Top arm, top leg, elbow to knee. Beautiful. Keep that breath flowing. Feel those side abdominals driving the action. 5 here. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 2. Last one, knees together. Here we go again. Clam shells, opening and closing. So make this your own. Do the modification that works best for you. Make sure you feel challenged but no discomfort. And 5 to go here. 5, 4, hold strong. 3, 2, last one. Okay, here we go. Reach for it and connect. Great. We want those side abdominals nice and strong. They help our posture. They define our waist if they're strong. And 5 to go. 5. And 4. 3. Great work. 2. Last one. On that last one, we get to transition again. So when you're ready, grab some water if you need it. We're going to roll onto our bellies. Okay? We're going to do some postural work. So our core is not only our front, but our back and our sides. So we're going to draw our arms overhead now. Just be mindful of your shoulders. Don't create any tension in them. So drop them closer to your ears if you feel tension. And everybody's going to give me a thumbs up. Our feet are about hip width apart. The forehead is going to connect to the mat. And it's going to stay there if it works for you. Okay? Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to draw our arms up. Our head can stay connected to the mat if it needs to. Maybe our head will come up. If it does, our eyes need to remain on the mat. Now, if you'd like more and don't have a back issue, the feet can come up as well. And we're here for 5. Breathing. For 4. 3. 2. 1. And now we'll release. Now we're going to change our arm position. So, arms are at goal posts, right angles on the elbows, palms down. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to draw the elbows up. Draw the shoulder blades together. Maybe the head will come up. If it does, eyes down. Maybe the feet up, optional. And really hold and draw those shoulder blades together. We're here for 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. Now slowly bring it down. Great. Now we're going to change our arm position again. So palms up. Palms up. Inhale. We're going to take flight. So arms are going to come up. Shoulder blades are going to come together. Maybe the head will come up, eyes down. Maybe the chest will come up. Optional, feet up. Hold and breathe for 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one, and then slowly bring it down. Okay, we're going to do that series one more time. So arms overhead, thumbs up. Inhale. Exhale, draw the arms up. Eyes are looking at that mat if your head's up. Maybe your chest will come up. Maybe your feet will come up. And hold for 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one, and release. Keep that breath flowing. Palms down, elbows at right angle, goalposts. Inhale. Exhale, draw the elbows up. Draw the shoulder blades together. Keep the breath flowing. Maybe the head's coming up. Maybe the chest. Maybe the feet. Check in with your back. Drop the feet if not. Breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Slowly lower down. Now arms are straight. Palms are up at your sides. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the arms up. Draw the shoulder blades together, eyes down, keep the breath flowing. Optional head up, optional chest up. Hold strong. Breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, and then release. As we release, let's take our hands beneath our shoulders. Unless you have a shoulder issue, we're going to do a little Pilates push-up on our way up. Okay, so we're going to inhale and slowly drawing up. Once you get to the top, you can widen your knees, bring your feet together, and we're going to sit in shell pose or child's pose in yoga. So forehead can be stacked. We're going to drop our forehead on the stacked fists, or if you can come all the way to the mat with the forehead, we're going to do that. So we're releasing your lower back right now. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to do a transition. So if you have a knee issue, because we're going to be coming on all fours, I'm going to invite you to fold your mat and kneel on your mat. So we want to make sure our knees are directly underneath our hips right now. Our hands are directly underneath our shoulders, and we're going to be extending one leg out. Doesn't matter which one, because we'll be switching sides. Now, if you're looking for more, draw your belly button in your spine, and the opposite arm is going to come out. So we're going to try to reach for those walls with our toes and our fingers. And we're going to breathe and hold. We're here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's switch that up. So switching legs, opposite arm optional. Belly button to spine. You're trying to see if you can get that leg and the arm parallel to the ground, or just the leg if you're using only the leg. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go again, a little shorter this time, okay? Switching sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to make it dynamic. So we're going to switch, but only briefly. And then switch. And switch. And switch. This will challenge your balance, which we lose as we age. Switch. Switch. We got 2 more here. Switch. Switch. Nice. Okay, we're back into shell pose. So wide knees, toes connected, forehead connected, stack fists or mat. Whenever you're ready to release, grab more water if you need it. And we're going to come back into a seated position, but only so I can roll you back down. So we want to make this challenging. Hands beneath the shoulders if they need to be to help you down. If not, the hands are coming in the air. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're slowly drawing it down. Great. Really tuck your belly button in your spine. Feel the strength of those abdominals helping you. This is where the plunk usually comes. If you're plunking, no worries. Just use those hands beneath your shoulders. Great. Now let's take a full body stretch. So now we're going to come into a position called dead bug. So our knees are coming up, our arms are coming up. We're going to start with your right arm, right leg. So we're going to be tapping your right hand to your right knee, and we're going to be opening. So if you have a back issue, feel free to drop your left foot on the ground if you need to, okay? And the lower we drop that arm and the leg, the harder it's going to be. So if you need to be here, you're here. But if you can, you're going to open up wider. So you want to exhale, open, inhale, close. We're here for 5. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to switch that up. So left side. Great. So we're going same arm, same leg right now. And feel free to drop that right foot if it's too much on your back, okay? And make that motion smaller if it's too much. And 5 here. And 5. Great work. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Okay, now we're going to come across our body. So we're going to take our right arm and we're going to bring it overhead, and we're going to be tapping our left knee, okay? So right arm to left knee, and we're going to open them up. Now, if you'd like a little bit more and do not have a neck issue, you can place your left hand behind your head, and you can lift your head in the air as long as you feel it in your upper abs, not your neck, gazing towards the ceiling. Great work. And we're here for 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. Now we get to switch that up. So we're going to take our left hand towards our right knee and open it up. Maybe our head's up, maybe it's not. Doing what works for you today. We want to exhale as the limbs come open. We want to inhale as they close. And 5 here. 4. Great work. 3. 2. Last one. Now let's draw both knees towards the chest and just rock from side to side, dropping the head if it was up. So we're massaging that sacrum right into the mat. Okay, we got one more round. So knees up, dead bug. We're going to go right arm, right leg. Great. So this is full body here. Should have a little bit of a sweat going. And 5 to go. 5. Beautiful. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Now let's switch sides. Left side. Great work. Keep that breath flowing. Nice. And 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Now let's go across the body. So right hand to left knee. Right hand to left knee. Remember, we can lift the head and support it with the left hand if we want to. That's just going to add a little bit of a challenging element to the upper abs. And 5 to go. 4. 3. Great work. 2. Last one. Now let's switch that up. So left hand to right knee. Exhale, open, inhale, close. Hold strong. Love it. 5 to go here. And 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Head comes down. Knees come towards the chest. Rock side to side. And then as we release, let's come back into the full body stretch. Big inhale. As we exhale, just release yourself into the mat. So we're on the home stretch now, okay? Almost the home stretch. We got a couple more minutes and then we're going to stretch it out. So as we bend our knees this time, we want to glue our legs together, drop our head, and draw our knees up, okay? As they come up, we're going to point our toes and send our knees, or our toes right over our knees. We're going to start to double leg circle, okay? So if this is too easy for you, the arms can come in the air, so you can try to keep yourself stable. And if it's too challenging, hold on to your legs. But what our goal is here is to make sure that we're solid through the center, so we're not doing a big rock side to side. And we're here for 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Now let's draw back to center and switch direction. So as soon as we pick those arms up off the mat, it becomes challenging for us to hold our position on that mat. So our core has to work harder. And we're here for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Let's draw back to center. As we do, we're going to drop our left foot, drop our right foot. Our hands now are going to come back behind our head like they did before. And we're going to draw our left knee in the air. As it comes in the air, we're going to send our left knee towards our chin and maybe send our right elbow towards our left knee. And then we're going to switch that up. Okay? So if you have any difficulty in the neck, you can keep the head down. If you want to make this harder, we get to leave both feet in the air and make it more dynamic and a little quicker. Okay? Keep the breath flowing. We're here for 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. Remember, we don't want tension in the neck. For 3. And 2. Last one. Head slowly comes down. Knees come together. Extend the legs for a double leg circle. Hold on to the legs if you need to. Keep the breath flowing. Let go of the legs if you want it harder and it works for you. And we're holding strong here for 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. Draw back to center. Switch direction. Make those legs nice and active. Try to glue them together, okay? Hold strong. We're almost there for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, draw back to center, bend the knees, separate them, hands behind the head. Now we're going to send our right elbow towards our left leg, maybe drop it, and then switch. So if we make a connection to the mat with that foot, that's going to make things a lot easier. If we don't make the connection and we want it more dynamic, we're going to lift everything up. We got 8 here. And 8. 7. 6. 5. We're almost going to stretch it out in 4. 3. 2. Last one. On that last one, your head's slowly going to come down. You're gently going to drop your feet. Come back into our full body stretch. We're going to take a big inhale now, and on our exhale, we're going to relax our bodies right into the mat. As we slowly bend our knees and place our feet on the mat, we're going to draw our left knee into our chest now, holding it just beneath the knee joint. We're creating a tiny bit of tension from your shin to your hand right now. And then slowly, we're going to flex our foot and send our heel up towards the ceiling. So we're stretching out the back of the legs now. If you wish to, you can grab hold of the bottom of the foot. That is optional and not for everybody. So we're feeling nice length in our hamstrings. The other thing you can do is you can always put a tie underneath the arch of the foot. We just want to hold and lengthen for about another 10 seconds. As we slowly release that, we're going to bend through the knee and cross our left leg on top of our right. Okay? We're going to take our arms out to the sides with our palms down and then slowly turn our bodies towards the right side. Just so you can feel a stretch in the outer thigh on the left side. Big deep breaths, relaxing with each exhale. And then slowly, we'll draw ourselves back to center. When we get there, if it works for you, you're going to try to lift the foot that's on the mat up, feeding your hands through the hole and drawing that lower leg towards your body. Okay? If lifting the foot doesn't work, just hold the position, drawing your left knee open. As we slowly release this position, we're going to drop your left foot on the mat, draw your right knee in towards your chest, holding that knee just beneath the knee joint, onto the shin, a little bit of tension from the shin to the hands. And then we'll slowly flex the foot on the right side, drawing the heel towards the ceiling, maybe. Grabbing hold of the bottom of the foot, that's optional. Big deep breaths, relaxing on the exhale, deepening into the stretch. As we slowly release the right foot, bend the right knee, we're going to cross the right leg on top of the left. Arms are going to come back into that capital T with our body, with our palms down, our shoulders down. And now we're going to shift our lower body towards the left side until we feel the beginnings of the stretch in that right side glute. And then slowly, as we draw back to center, we're going to keep our legs crossed and see if that foot that's on the mat will come up, hands through the hole that you've created, drawing that lower leg towards your body. As we slowly release both feet to the ground, we're going to try to bring the soles of our feet together and gently drop our knees open. It's called Reclining Cobbler. Stretching out those inner thighs, releasing your groin and your lower abdomen. Big deep breaths. And then ever so slowly, we're going to draw our knees back together again and come back into a full body stretch with a big inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to release your body right into the mat. And then big inhale. And then exhale, releasing your body into the mat. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, releasing your body into the mat. And you did it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day.